Welcome back, YouTube. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, today we're going to be discussing Amazon and Jeff Bezos leaving, and of course the lawsuit of a little over 60 million for theft of wages. And before I get into this, I just wanted to point out the fact that yesterday I noticed that the news broke probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours max, that Jeff Bezos was stepping down as CEO, and the listed reasons was to focus on like some foundations and other hobbies. And then 2 hours later, of course, the news broke about the judgment. And I want to lead this video saying that when you do something like that, it's going to be obvious that you're lying, and it's also going to be obvious as to what the actual reasons are that you stepped down. And when you are leading like an organization like Amazon, transparency would have helped a lot. I'm not sure if everyone would have asked for Jeff Bezos to step down, or maybe he just wanted to save the stock a little bit, because as of the recording of this video, the stock is trending down. But I don't believe it's going to be like the end of Amazon, or people are going to boycott Amazon or anything. But I just think that overall, for the company's image, like if you are found guilty of doing something as far as like theft of wages, and then immediately before the story breaks, you essentially put out a lie as to why you're stepping down, it doesn't look good in the long run. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. So we're going to get into how I think this happened and what I think about the future of Amazon. So I want to start with, as far as like working at Amazon, being a former employee. Amazon is a solid company. I can say that that is a well-oiled machine, and that's one of the reasons why I just said that I don't believe that Amazon is going to go under, or the stock price is going to get cut in half or something like that. Amazon, even with customer service, keeping its prime promise, and even the conditions of like the warehouses and the management and the roles of the employees and safety measures and just really everything. Amazon is a very well put together company. As far as organization and execution, it's definitely one of the best companies that I've seen able to transition very quickly and make the adjustments that it needs as far as for any like unplanned things or taking care of its employees. Amazon is really on top of things. So I don't believe that Amazon is a bad company, but I think that this happened particularly with flex drivers, because I also have experience. I've done Uber and things like Uber Eats. And the thing is, when you are essentially like working through like an app, if you're like a flex driver or something like that, and even the regular employees, which is what I transitioned to, we work through apps. And when you work through an app, you can, even such, I'll give you an example of Uber Eats, 'cause I'm sure more people have done Uber or can do Uber than Amazon. You have, on Uber, you can have a tip. And on the Uber thing, it says, 100% of tips goes to the employees. Uber Eats says expected tip, and the customer can change the tip, but it will give you like the general amount ahead of time that you're expected to receive for doing this run. But the truth of the matter is, you have absolutely no way of knowing what the tip is going to be. It's not like you're working at a restaurant and you see the customer hand you $20. You can kind of keep a little notepad and see, okay, I know I should have at least $200 in tips for this week. You really have no idea. All that goes through the company, and you just kind of have to hope and pray that they do their numbers right in their accounting and that it gets relayed to you. There's no fact checking. There's no cross-examination of funds. Like, it's just, if we hand you anything, you have to assume that that's all of it. And there's absolutely no way for you to verify it. So I think that is a way that it happened. So with the thing I like, the difference between I like what Uber and Uber Eats does, Uber Eats kind of gives you like an expected tip. So I do like that model better than just waiting as far as like after the delivery, and then you'll see, okay, maybe I'll get a tip, or if the tip comes through, and hopefully I just get all of it. So I think that that model is better, saying that, okay, if you are the kind of customer that likes to tip, or you usually tip, you know, give them an option to put it in beforehand. So that way the drivers can kind of, and, you know, and you still have to kind of trust that that information is being relayed. But at the same time, it gives you the opportunity, like if you want to keep track of it or just have like a mental note, hey, I'm expected to do $10 for this run, instead of just like my set rate or my hourly rate or whatever the case may be. Here's my expected amount, and then I can kind of keep track. So that way you know that, okay, if, you know, 8 out of the 10 people said that they were going to leave a tip, and then I didn't get any tips for this week, that should raise a red flag. So I do like that model better. But now, you know, Amazon does DSP, but I did just want to DSP stand for driver service partners, but they still do like some like flex. I know I definitely have seen them around, but most of their routes come through driver service partners. But I do think that that is a great model that all companies that have completely like electronic payments or doing like delivery show the drivers their expected tip, or at least give the customer the option, because you can't force them, but give them the option to show their expected tip so that the driver can keep accountability. That's the best way to deal with that. As far as the future of Amazon, again, I don't think Amazon is going anywhere. I don't think that the company is going to suffer long term from this. From the reports I read, I haven't seen that Bezos is just stepping down from essentially like his leader position. I don't see him giving up like ownership or anything like that. But and I think for the most part, Jeff Bezos has done an amazing job with Amazon. You know, that's his baby. So that's one of the reasons why I think that it hurt a little more with the I'm going to pursue other passions and all this kind of stuff. And then with the news immediately following. And I know that if he would have came out and did like a press conference or did a formal announcement or something like that, the shock value probably would have been worse. But again, I think that's short term. For the most part, Amazon does right by its customers. I'm not sure what type of oversight or I don't want to say intentions as far as this happened, because I've seen reports that the 60 million is everything, but I've also seen reports that it's over 100 million that they've estimated to take. And I don't think that your bottom line can be puffed up by that amount of money and you not notice. So that's kind of where I can see where the backlash is going to come from. And I was reading like a lot of reports, and people are kind of upset about it, especially with the company like Amazon, who can easily pay those rates. I can see where it comes from, but I don't think that it's going to be that detrimental to Amazon to that they can't bounce back or make things right. Amazon hands out bonuses and everything regularly with their employees. I just don't think that this will be the end of Amazon. I'm going to track this very closely over the next few days, especially the stock price, because that's at the end of the day, that's really what's going to be like the ultimate measuring stick to gauge Amazon. So I'm going to track that very closely and report back to you guys if I see any sharp adjustments and give you any intake. That's all I have for this video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. It helps the algorithm, it helps my videos get shared throughout YouTube, and it helps the channel grow. I'm launching my road to 5,000 subscribers, so this would certainly help propel us in the right direction. Please leave a like, comment. I love engagement, as you can tell. I always say that in my videos, but I really do love engaging with you guys. Leave a comment on the video or in the community section, and I will get back with you. Thank you, and until next time.